Hello, welcome to Do It Yourself with Wayne. Today we got a little ceramic figurine. It goes with a major scene. Little guy lost his head. We're going to be gluing that back on today. And we're going to be using this Pegatanke Epoxy. Now the manufacturer sent this to us for a review, and they sent me 4 samples. This is the regular epoxy. This one is basically the regular epoxy, but it's white if you need something where you need white coloring in the epoxy. This one is black, but it's also the longer lasting, stronger of the 4. And I say 4, there's 3 here. This one I've already taken out of the package. This one is clear epoxy. This is the one we'll be using today because with our repair we don't want any of the glue to show, and if a little bit does show, we want it to be clear so it's not obvious that it's there. And also they sent me their brochure. Now I will scan this brochure, and if you want to read any of the details about the different types that they have, I will post this on my line at my website, which is DIYwithWayne.com. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So, like I said, if you want to read more details about the different types, you can read that online at DIYwithWayne. So let's move forward. Like I said, we're going to fix this little ceramic guy's head, put it back on using this clear Pegatanke Epoxy. Now let's get started with this repair. The Pegatanke epoxies come in 2 parts, just like normal epoxies. And each of these 2 vials, you use equal parts of each one, mix them up thoroughly to do your repair. And the package says it takes 45 minutes for this to cure if it's in the sun. I think it said an hour and a half if it's in the shade. So it does take quite a bit of time as compared to some epoxies in order to cure. But anyway, comes with a little wooden spoon for mixing your epoxies. We're not going to use this today, not because it's not a good thing, but because we need such a small amount for the repair that we're doing on this little ceramic guy. So I got this little, they call it a mini skewer. I guess you could call it a big toothpick, either one, but we needed something small because our repair is small. So that's what we'll be using today to get the epoxy out of the vials, mix it up, and apply it to our little figurine. Okay, let's open these things up. I have found that sometimes the little lids are a little bit tough to get off. I think I'll go ahead and open them up both before I start here. Now while I'm doing this, one thing I want to make a really serious suggestion here. Obviously I'm working here at my dining room table. Anytime you're working with your epoxies or any kind of glue, make sure you've got something to protect your work surface. Unless you're on a workbench or something where you just really don't care. But a lot of times I'm working here at the kitchen table or a nice place. But always get something to protect your work surface to make sure if you get something spilled, it doesn't damage your table or wherever you're working. So anyway, I'm going to take my little mini skewer and we'll get some glue out of here. Like I said, I don't need but a dab. So get a little bit of that. Get a little bit of this. Hopefully those are pretty even amounts. Wipe that off, and now I don't remember which lid went where. I think this one went to this vial. I think it'd be a good idea before you start to take a Sharpie and mark on the top of the lid which vial it goes to, just to make sure you put the right lid back on, because if you get the wrong lid on the vials, it might glue the lid on there where you can't get it off next time. But anyway, I got equal parts here, or pretty close to equal, and so I'm going to start mixing them up. Don't have to be in a big rush because this doesn't cure really quickly. So I'm going to spend a little time here mixing these up, make sure they're mixed up really good. Maybe let it set for a few minutes, and then we'll be back and we'll start doing the repair. Now we've gotten our epoxy stirred up really well. We've let it set for a minute or 2 here, just because we don't have to be in a real rush because it takes it quite a while to set up. So we're going to start our repair now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of glue, I don't want that much, on each piece. And I'm going to be very careful to really put a minimal amount on there. I don't want any excess that's going to run or make or spread out or anything. So even though I mix a small amount of glue, I'm not going to use anywhere near all of it. Very lightly put it on there. You don't need much at all, because usually when you put glue on something like this, you know, when you put the parts together and press them together, a lot of that glue gets pushed out anyway, so you really don't use near as much glue as most people think they do. So I'm going to let that set for just a little bit so it can soak into the grain of the ceramic figurine just a little bit, and that's probably long enough. And now I'm going to place them together, and hopefully they'll stick enough to hold until they set up good. He sets just like that. I did have just a little bit get pushed out. I got me a paper towel over here, and I would warn you not to use your finger to do this, but like I've said in several of my videos, I'm just an old redneck and I don't like rubber gloves and things like that. So I'll tell you what to do. Sometimes I don't always do what I tell you. But there he is. I think that's going to look good. A little bit too much right there. Wipe some of that off with the back side of my toothpick, just to make him look a little bit better there. And I think that's going to look really nice. Like I said, one of the things that people do, especially with something small, is they put too much glue on things. And if you do that, you end up with a lot that presses out, and then you can see it and it makes a mess. Especially with something small like this, a very minimal amount of glue generally is more than sufficient to make a good repair. So there's our little guy. He's all fixed up with this Pegatanke Epoxy. Here in a little bit, we'll be back. We'll talk about the review of the product and what I think about it, and show you our little guy after he dries for a little while. Now at this point, it's been several hours since we repaired our little nativity scene guy here, and I'll put a picture of the glue joint on the back and the front and the two corners here so you can see them closer. But well, I'm very pleased with the repair that we've done on this with this Pegatanke Epoxy, the Clear Epoxy. Unless you know what you're looking for, you're never going to know that this little figurine was broken. So I'm really pleased with how well it worked on that. And after we finished and we were through recording, we remembered our little Santa guy here, his arm was broken off. Right here, when it was molded, the arm was molded separately from the main part of the body, so it had been glued on at the factory. And I guess the glue just gotten old or something, gave up the ghost, and the arm came off. So it was a good clean separation. So with the glue that we had left over from fixing this little guy, we also fixed Santa's arm. And again, made a real good, clean, nice repair action. So I'm very pleased with how this glue has worked out for us. Again, they've got 4 different types. They got the regular epoxy, they got the white epoxy, they got the black, and the clear. Now if you go on to my website and look at the brochure, again that is DIYwithWayne.com, it'll give you more details about the 4 different kinds and what they're best for. But just a couple little tidbits. The black is better if you've got something that's going to be really hot. It says it's good for, and I'm reading off my monitor over here, 1292 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit. So it can take a lot of heat. The clear is a little bit stronger than the other 3. But like I said, if you go online and look at the brochure at DIYwithWayne.com, and there will be a link in the description to that, it'll show you more details about the 4 different kinds and some information about which one is better for what purposes. So moving on, my final review. I do like this epoxy. I found that it worked very well. One thing I don't like, to me this was a big negative, I don't like these little bottles that it comes in. In the description it tells you to just pour out how much you need. I think it would be difficult to do that and get two good even quantities, especially if you want a small amount like we did. I mean, and you probably saw me, I used a little toothpick and I dipped some out. But if you were going to pour it out, I think it would be difficult to get two real even or equal quantities. I would like to see the glue in some kind of a squeeze tube that you could dispense it easier. If they do continue with these little vials, they really should put a number on top of the lid. The label like this, it has a 1. The other one, you can't hardly see it because it's light yellow. It says 2. They should label the lids as well, because once you take these lids off, you need to be careful to put the lid back on the bottle that it came off of, because if you mix them up and there's a little bit of glue on the threads, you can end up with the lid or the cap glued onto the bottle, and now you can't get it off to use the rest of the glue that you've got. So that's really the only negative I've got. I don't like the containers that it comes in, but it does seem to work very well. And I like the variety of different types of epoxy that they've got. One thing I would suggest using these bottles with other things that I've used similar in my office, make sure to keep the threads clean. After you open the bottle, you dispense some, however you do it. If you get epoxy on the threads or on the top edge of the bottle or on the lid, make sure you clean that good before you put the lid back on. It'll make it a lot easier to get the lid off next time. Now at this point, I'd just like to say thank you for visiting Do It Yourself with Wayne. We'd really appreciate it if you click like on our video, share it with your friends, and if you subscribe to our channel, it'll make it easier for you to find our other videos, and it also helps us grow, so we would really appreciate that. So just let me say thank you for visiting Do It Yourself with Wayne, and we hope you have a great day.